Alright, he's at the window now, right here at this Adam Baker corner, behind the front desk where people check out at. White male, bald, cigarette in his mouth, blue shirt. This side door is locked. I believe his only way out is those front doors, unless he damages something. Get the sirens before you get here, please. Ten on Tom, you didn't come through. As an officer, go through something. Out of those doors, I'm going to suck it behind the corner, it's going to be on you. We're looking right now. Try to get around this. Folks, come on. I'm worried about crossfire. If he comes out that door, you're going to be in direct crossfire with them, Sarge.
All right, we're good. Just trying to get behind the block, that's all.
As long as we can see this side in the front, we've got him contained. He can't get out the back. Now, the witnesses said he had a gun.
He's got his hand out of right now. It's in his front right hip.
Clear.
I gotta get these cars out of here.
He's got a grip on the pistol over his shirt. He was just holding on to it while he was staring at it. It looks like the outline of the pistol, but I have not seen the pistol.
We're clear. He's crying. He's very upset. As I said earlier. Just so everybody knows, DRU does have a 40 millimeter in play, so be aware. If you hear a shot, it might be the 40 millimeter.
Dude, you gotta go. Let's go.
Tom, keep us updated with that. What do you need?
Go.
Hey, we're good right now. Dustin could probably use a couple more on the east side of the building for a cutoff for Charlie's side.
Roger, see if we can get control on the Charlie side.
Some of these units in the back, see if we can get yucca cut off.
You know, all patrol officers out from in front of the store. He is armed with a handgun and he's coming to the door. Find cover.
Nope.
So that everyone's aware, there are no doors or windows on the Charlie side of the building. All we have to do is contain these windows in front of us on the Adam and Baker. Zebra 312, and I have an Adam unit with me here at the Adam Baker corner. We will have containment over here. Let me get the next 40 millimeter that shows up here at the Adam Baker corner with me. Officer that just poked your head around that Adam David corner and looked at me. If he comes out this door, I'm going to have priority of fire, so you need to suck up behind cover on that corner.
Start this direction also. Sound for position.
My patrol guy said there is no point of exit on David Ward Charlie's side. So Justin, the only alternate exit is going to be your Baker side.
Yeah, this Baker door and your Adam door, I think, is the only ways out unless you break something like a window.
I said no windows, nothing on Charlie or David, so it's going to be Adam Baker exit only if he decides to come out.
I'm clear. Sergeant Rick, Zebra 210, if you're on the radio, we have an armed, contained, signal 30.
I'm on scene. I'll start notifications. Do we need any roads blocked off?
Yeah, block off Northside Drive at 35 and Northside Drive at Yucca. We're sorry, no for Phoenix. We'll get those roads blocked off just in case he starts walking around on foot but doesn't have the weapon. Do you have an ETA on the next person up with the 40 millimeter? Any Team 2 guys? Why? You on your way?
Right, flat tire.
Heck here, he comes out shooting.
I already told that guy that white truck he needs to go.
There's 3 more over there.
Well, they all need to go, really. I got it. I got it, Mark.
Adam Baker corner. I'm going to use the shield here to Adam Baker corner. One's in the back of my Tahoe. It's going to get it out. Follow 413. Park the gap.
Sir, is there something I can help you with? Is there something I can help you with? You need to go. Okay, get in your truck and go. This guy's got a gun. And we don't need y'all out here getting shot. You need to go. Guys, y'all need to go.
My truck's right there.
Okay, the black one?
He's talking to me. He's trying to commit suicide. That's what I'm saying by this fence here.
I was just off-duty fireman. I had a medical kit. That's it.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll tell you.
If you just want to wrap the corner for us in case, because he does have a gun.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I just had a couple of Israelis and traumas, and that's it.
Okay.
If y'all got to figure it out.
No, well, we're getting there.
Okay, all right. I'll pull for a little bit.
I'd be taking if he walked over. I live right there.
Well, no, do you know this guy? Here,
No, I don't know him.
come around here and get behind this truck for me, dude.
No, we know the girl that works here real well, and me and one other guy. I don't know him, but you know, I'm sure he knows her. I was holding this door and he was holding this door until as soon as I found out he had a gun, then I pulled off or whatever. And because he told me, he said, "Hey, this is my show." He's like, "I've got a 9mm, you know, da 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 da. I'm dying tonight. You're not dying." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Because I don't give a fuck." And then at that point, I was already getting out, you know, getting away from the door. And I was on the phone with the 911 operator as well.
Justin, are you by Circle to
Pretty
521?
much, I didn't see the pistol, but he did this, and you could tell that he had at least something.
Okay.
Looked like a pistol.
You set up behind Circle 5 or 521?
Yeah.
Alright, bring my house position. I do not have access.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get over here because there ain't no telling what's fixing to happen.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
This guy's really pissing me off.
Oh,
I
same
didn't
guy
chase-
driving around.
Well, yeah, it's the third time I've told it.
I'm a little bit around.
So, all right. So, if you don't mind,
Yeah.
just kind of hang out, and we'll get back to you here in a little bit. Okay. I don't know what's fixing to happen if they're gonna wait for SWAT to talk to you about what they're gonna do.
You live in Roswell, right?
But you're obviously a witness, and you say you don't know the guy, but you talked to him.
No, I did talk to him. When he was standing, because he came and tried to, I thought he was trying to get out, and he was actually locking, trying to make sure the doors were locked.
Hey, Mark. Yes.
Description of where that y'all saw the outline of a handgun at?
Can you hang with this guy? He actually was on the scene when all this started.
Okay.
For him to make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
He's not really detained, even though he's a witness.
Okay.
But I almost ran him off because they were hanging out back here, and I don't want anybody to get shot. And I just would want us to stay all stay behind cover, I guess.
Everyone said they are monitoring them.
Justin, let me know as soon as you're set for Law Hill. 2 times requested.
We can begin Loud Hill if y'all are ready. We'll need to switch to the primary EAT if that happens, because we'll have an officer that's obviously unarmed in the driver's seat.
Stand by and get on scene and let me get to the ES. Bro, we're planning on taking primary anyway, so we're going to call them to us, but we just want you to head with the PA.
Okay. We can hail with the PA, and then as soon as he comes out the door, it'll be on y'all.
Yep, all I heard sounds like a plan.
Alright, 016, come out. Where do you want me?
Come to bump number 9 to the primary AT.
Don't need more people up front.
More than enough up here. Number 210, hold the radio. I have command. Loud hail, go ahead and begin loud hailing whenever you have a plan in place.
We're clear to begin loud hail. Give us just a moment. We're talking about some things on the Adam Baker DAT.
Alright, CP's clear. Just to be clear with everybody, I want him to come out to the primary AT. They have a better backdrop in case the shots are fired.
Is it possible, do we have personnel, since we have time to do what we want, set up this how we want, do we have personnel to do a lethal and a less lethal over here at the Ford pickup, the marked one, just as containment in case he breaks this glass door and starts walking eastbound?
Okay, no, I'm on the scene. I have 40 in mind.
316, 312. How many do you need, and do you want them at the Ford pickup?
Minimum 3, and yes, if it's marked.
Don't shoot my truck.
Yeah, I got one patrol guy with me. I can kick to you.
We got plenty of patrol back here that can go.
Terrible. Hey, he's showing a phone to us. I don't know if he's asking us to try and call him out or not, but dispatch, you try to see if you can get a store line.
Yeah. I'm getting a patrol, going to that pickup organized, and getting a shield to him.
We got an extra shield over here.
CP to Adam Baker, EAT.
Go for Adam Baker, EAT. Y'all have a long gun over there?
So far we have a long gun shield in it for you.
Alright, CP to Zebra 316 off the Ross.
Justin, are you ready to receive this extra patrol group you asked for?
Yes, send them to the Adam Baker corner. Barton will brief them on what their job is going to be.
Roger, EAT is moving, or that element is moving to you now.
That way to get him to go. Okay.
Sure. I was actually fixing to grab some flares. I didn't know whose vehicle this was.
Yeah, sorry. Here, I'm gonna block this, so that way people stop coming in.
Awesome, thank you.
Have you advised the SOR number has been attached to the sheet? Clear also one up.
CP, we're burning time. I need to get loud.
I have no idea. I can't see that far.
Okay. This is family, so
That's my mom, and she's my sister. That's her daughter.
Well, y'all.
Okay. Wrap this corner and go sit by the street light. You're out of the line of fire over there, hopefully.
Stand by.
Is he blocking that off?
Element set up for containment on this eastbound perimeter.
No, he's still in.
Car's over there, Mama. He's still in there.
By the street light. No, ma'am, I need you to go over here.
And they just robbed or held the other one at gunpoint on Carson at the same exact time.
On where?
Carson 121.
Oh. We don't think this is a robber guy. We're thinking this is a.
Well, the other one got held up at gunpoint. At the exact same time this one got held up at knife point.
Well, I just don't. I don't think it's the same deal. But y'all kind of need to hang out towards your vehicle, okay? In case he has a gun.
I also live across the street, so I'm just hanging out waiting. I live at the Shelby.
Are you Fort Worth?
White Settlement. Yeah, pretty much.
Same thing, different truck.
We're about to start running off a Fort Worth system, so our car's about to get jumped by about 1,200 a year. So we'll be pretty busy.
Nobody stole your catalytic converter at the Shelby yet?
No.
Like still a few
You know, I'll be honest. I've actually had a it's actually been really nice. It's been really quiet. There's not a lot of people walking around super late.
There's just a couple of times it's gotten kind of off the charts in there, but
really,
it's real hinky stuff. Like this one girl says, "Oh, my ex-boyfriend broke in and stole $25,000." You know.
I will admit, once I had the first several weeks of being there, and I started seeing more and more people, I was surprised at the diversity, to say the least. Because I signed for the apartment prior to ever coming to see it, because I was kind of moving on from the place.
I was a little shocked when they built that there, and I'm like, in the river bottom? What if when it floods? Because it will flood eventually.
Oh, yeah. Well, I picked it because, one, you get to see the river. Two, in my building, you see the pool. Three, you see the skyline, just to the left.
There's
Four, the kitchen. I like to cook, so the kitchen is amazing. And then, I was going to work in Fort Worth anyways.
what channel they say, Mark? East Talk 2?
Our Talk 2.
Our Talk.
They're going to patch ours in Northwest together.
Well, I didn't mean to be gruff with you. I just thought you were looky-loo
Don't
first.
Worry. No, don't worry about it. No, because I was coming from the north, and as soon as I started seeing some of the lights, I was
Just confirm you do have contact with the suspect on the
people had already pulled across the intersection, and I was like, well, I guess I'm going to have this. Still waiting.
To exit the front door with his hands empty and up in the air, with the exception of the phone at his ear.
Yes, he's out there.
I never want to cross or stop at any intersection anyways.
I just couldn't believe people with this many police units in a driveway would still pull in.
Oh yeah, that guy right there. There are a half dozen over there. Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? Get out of here.
But there are more people over there. There are more cruisers over there than there were over here.
Well, I'm in the truck that came this way, and I was like, man, I do not want him to get in that field back here, because that's just going to be a long night if he does.
Where you're at? Where are you at right now? Where's the CP set up?
Hey, Mark.
Currently, I'm at the
And they're paying us to stand here.
number 9.
They're paying us to do this. Can you believe this?
Clear.
If I had $1 for every time I stayed at the fire department.
We usually don't do after-hour stuff, but we were told you will do it this time. So
Oh, really?
it's all good.
Are y'all working longer shifts than usual, being New Year's Eve?
No, we just have some extra people on, really. Some of us flexible day shift people, they said, hey, just come in and work.
Just stay a couple hours
Yeah,
on?
we're working 6 to 1. And people have just been begging us to jump out and take their fireworks for a moment. I'm like, I'm not fighting anybody over fireworks.
Yeah.
I'm just not. not worth it.
Really. We don't like chasing them either.
I was hoping it would like get really cold and rainy.
Yeah. Luckily, because I worked the day before and day after Thanksgiving and Christmas. And they scheduled me today. And I was like, listen, man, let me go see my family. And they're like, you know what, no problem. Don't worry about it. So I didn't even have to work tomorrow.
After 2020 and 2021 with the COVID and the ice storms and everything else, I just really was hoping for 2022 to start off a little better, but looks like we're getting another round of COVID. So
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, the money's great, overtime's killer, but
Give y'all my address, or if I come back, you know, for the witness, whatever you need to ask me, I guess.
Do we have
if
his
you do.
information?
Or is it okay if I walk up there real quick?
do we have his information at all?
I can get it. Give it to you. Whatever.
Top one, top two.
Huh?
Top one, top two.
Top two.
What's the last name?
Jones.
First name?
Charles. Seven 611.
Just to update everybody, Rebel's looking
All right.
for fire.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, bro.
No, I'm okay right this minute, but I just didn't know how long this was gonna last, so I was just gonna go.
Are you sure? Because I've got some.
No. Only if I needed it, I would take it. I'm only just 7 houses away, so right past the stop sign on the left. So, wait for you on to call me, or do I need to walk back? I mean, I gotta get my truck anyway at some point.
Yeah,
So.
that'll be fine. We'll call you. We'll come.
All right.
We'll either call or come to your house.
Okay.
This might take a while.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Mark, I shouldn't have pulled my truck all the way up there, huh?
No, but
Well, you're stuck for the long haul.
I didn't want to get into this field back here.
feel back in, yeah, I would.
I was like, hell no, that thing's muddy, swampy. That probably is a pretty good place to live over there at the Shelby with all the trails and stuff that are right up next to it. Now, I know
From whenever I went and saw it, I was like, oh yeah, the trails would be everywhere. You can't fucking access them from your side of the river. You gotta drive down and over the bridge and try to get off to get to the opposite side to get on the trail.
and the worst part of that is you have to leave your vehicle at the trailhead.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to tell you what happens to them there.
Yeah, probably just a couple hundred yards away from the quick trip on 287 or Main Street and north side. You gotta leave it just right on the other side of the bridge.
Say that again, you broke
I
up.
really thought that they would have some access on our side, being that the apartment was there, but there's not a single track there. It's on the opposite side for bikers and runners and stuff.
Well, I know some homeless people try to come in there and make a big camp between the apartments and the river back there. We keep running them out, but
Yeah.
it's a never-ending thing. Mark, we got here too soon. We should let him come out. Just saying.
Remember those extenuating circumstances you were talking about? I think we may just found it for the times.
Are there any SWAT medics that just run normal street duty?
We have a group we call Tag Meds, and it's like a whole group of probably about 8 or 10 guys that are paramedic trained, and they drive the big F-250s with a camper shell, and they're
Now, are they PD or are they FD?
no, they're PD,
They're
but
PD.
they're cross trained.
Okay.
I don't know what level of certification they are paramedic wise, but
Well, I mean, like, I gotta run soon, but I've got a couple of heavy traumatic bandages and tourniquets if y'all need them.
Pretty much
Because
everybody.
I don't know if y'all, I don't know what type of kits y'all got.
Yeah. We pretty much have tourniquets, the blood clots, and the
Quick clot. And,
yeah, the thing you put on the thing you put on the sucking chest wounds.
okay.
And that's about it, really. But
Okay. That's pretty much all I carry in mine.
we pretty much should have MedStar stage somewhere around here.
Yeah. Well, I carry my weapon kit and I carry my med kit. So I saw all the lights on the hills.
Yeah.
And almost nobody had shown up yet.
Well, it came
There was someone already in the intersection. So I was like, oh,
Sending that team royal into the Victor side release.
Well, it came in as a robbery, and just about the time we were pulling up, it changed to a. Started out, he had a knife. Then, about the time I hit the parking lot, they're like, "Well, no, they're saying he's got a gun." We're like,
He said, that guy left said he has a gun on the right, if you can see it. He said this is a good day to die.
good day to die.
"It's never a good day to
They
die."
said just a minute ago that they were looking for optics and his shirt was tucked in behind the gun. You can see the gun.
Yeah. If it's a real gun or not, we just don't know.
Did we just lose contact with the subject?
As soon as that guy came running up, and he's like, "He's got a gun."
Receiver 312, can I get one hands officer to the Adam Baker Corner EAG if there's one available?
I've got my whole.
Roscoe, patrol.
I got
You
my
have
whole.
these Baker
kit.
windows digging in his pocket?
Never helps.
Yeah, you just don't know
He just pulled
anymore.
a knife out of his pocket,
Dude, that's
extended
hard.
the blade,
I mean, my
and
dad's a
stabbed it into,
fireman.
like,
My
the
dad's been a
countertop with the
fireman
window
Richardson
sill,
for
making it visible to us, and he
25
walked away
years.
from it, and it came unstabbed.
Just never stops. Never ever stops.
Tell you, man, I've been doing this a long
I was
time,
now
and
on
the
the floor
MHMR
by
stuff
the
right now
Baker
is
door,
it's off the
Baker
charts.
door.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Yeah,
anything
that's-
like this.
That's exactly why. I roll around like that.
Which is cool until they break in your truck and take it all.
Happened to once. Happened once. Don't make that mistake.
You'd be surprised how many people lose their guns in their vehicles.
Oh man.
How many people leave their vehicles unlocked with their guns in there? It's like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, mine got someone. Out of all the ways to have someone something stolen out of your truck, someone fucking Slim Jim my door open. They didn't break anything. Didn't do anything like that. They said,
He knew what he was doing.
They
Most of
did.
the time they just break the window or punch the lock out.
No, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Camera footage of your cell phone if you're interested in having
That
that.
was it. Well, I'm gonna try and circle around and just make a big loop. Try to go around. I'll be
10-4 to be clear
safe
where you
as you
looking
can
at.
be.
You know what? You could just.
That's what they've got all that block. It'd probably be easier if you just went straight down and then went down Belknap and came back up the other way. Because they've got both sides of
They've got it blocked off at the highway intersection going.
Well, it'd probably be easier if you just go down up there and then get Belknap and
Yeah.
make that loop around, come back up on the highway.
Yeah.
You probably got to go up to 28 because they've got north side shut down.
Don't stop at the apartment complex at Belknap and Oakhurst Scenic. That's a new one. And
Yeah.
if you stop too long, they will steal everything off your truck.
Yeah, go up to 28th Street and come back down.
Okay.
Probably the easiest way.
What's your name?
to go.
Noah Rainey.
Good to meet you, Mr. Rainey.
It's a pleasure.
Terry Porter, Darren Merck, Officer of the Year, Darren Merck.
There you go.
He's at the Baker door now. He's put on a green hat.
All right.
Hey, could you roll me out a Diet DP? I'm thirsty.
Walking back
Shit, he's in there. He might as well.
Thank you, sir.
All right, take it easy.
Appreciate you. Good luck out there.
You look like you said when you first first got here, he had an opportunity to run out that door and take off. Because he could hit that field, he'd been hard to find till one got here.
Well, I knew there was no back door and no door on the other side.
Shouldn't be, no, shouldn't be the front door and the side door.
So I'm like, if I can,
Got him back on the phone trying to get him to come out.
if I can get up this close to this door and make sure he knows he's not going to be able to come out this side, force him out where everybody else is.
I guess SWAT's coming, or?
I don't know. It looks to me like
He should have taken the light off.
DRU's trying
I
to.
keep hearing more sirens coming.
Roger.
Like whether SWAT's actually on their way or not.
Turn on that other light. Does look pretty agitated, so keep that in mind. Roger. Suspect's first name is Trey.
Who were the two females that pulled up?
I think one of them was a Northwest unit that's riding two-person, I think.
Looks like he was going to come out and then he disconnected. On the navigated corner is going to have primary contact. We will surrender rituals to bring in 2 North Tahoe between 820 and 695 on the way to our surrender ritual there.
DRU is trying really, really hard to get this handled before SWAT gets here. I got at it to him.
Yep.
But it was kind of messy at first because we had 3 or 4 different people giving instructions and
The monitor, did we get a CIP response? Negative.
Can anyone call out where he's at inside the store? Adam Baker's lost visual.
I see him in approximately Charlie David corner. We'll see walking that direction. Baker's no visual.
I don't know who the hell was riding my butt on the way over here while we were running code. But as you know, the ass end on those Ford pickups is really light and the roads are slick.
I'm not sure if there's a
So finally I just
here, but
eased over and let him go around. I'm like, I am not.
I was at a loud music call and I thought, we need more people. And I thought, okay, well, I'll start rolling this way. Next thing I know, my call switching me from where I was to here. Those Dodgers do the same thing when the road gets wet.
Well, and you got all those S curves in this on Yucca.
I was going some F-350 pulling a camper, ran over a mattress on the express lane, and so I was having to go up there. I had to go in Basswood to turn around and come back to get on the express lane, because if you come around Meacham, it puts you too far past it. So I'd turn around, go all the way back up to Basswood, turn around, come all the way back down to get to the guy.
Currently in the back office area. Roger. 316-022. Anyone tell us where the ladder access to the roof on the Charlie side?
I can't believe so many people piled up on that side. Nobody was shutting down the road, and we saw people just driving by. I'm like,
people turning in.
Yeah. And that guy in that white Ford Ranger truck, I told him 3 times. If I told him 4 times.
When I pulled up, I thought these people were all videotaping too, and I saw him. I'm like,
momentarily.
That comes around that shooting, we've got problems.
Taking cover behind it, back it up a little bit to create more of a reactionary gap for us. Do you have a problem with that?
Well, I came over here to run them off because I thought they were just looky-loos, and the kid in the t-shirt's like, hey, I was in there when all this started, and blah, blah, blah. And
He said he wasn't actually in there, he was going in, and the guy who said
Clear, we're going to put the stall back.
and then the other guy, fireman talks a lot. So that fireman.
no, just regular Tahoe. Looked like they had some different light placements.
So, did you see he had his long gun and stuff out there?
I saw that.
I was like, dude, what are you doing?
We're
Trust me, there's. Why do you think my gun's not out? There's
You're a
plenty.
firefighter?
There's plenty here. Trust me. And I can't even see the dude from this far away.
No, he's sitting there. He went in the back office or something. He's out of sight now.
Yeah,
That's why they were just asking if he had access to get on the roof.
But even when he's moving around, there's no way to take a shot from that gun.
Oh no.
No reason to.
No.
That's why I pulled up so close. I know how bad my eyes are at night.
You know what's weird? Every time you see right there the canopy that goes out over the gas pump. See something sitting up there on top of the.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but they said, "Oh, so we can get on the roof." And I'm like, I looked up, and went, So I think that's part of it. That might be a satellite view.
Yeah, it probably is.
I just saw when they said that. I'm like,
Yeah, it looks like it's got a point
Yeah,
on
that's
this.
what I'm saying. It might be just.
Got access to the cameras from inside the store. Subject still in the back room, pacing back and forth. He's on the phone right now.
And that would be the time to send some people in. Yeah, there's no way DRU is going to breach that building. There's no way. At one point, I was going to get on the radio and say, we've got enough units, but I thought, you know what? You never know. And I'm not really sure what that team over there is doing. Looks like they're all lined up.
One team there, one team here, one team that, I guess that's Coleman's Tahoe right there.
I don't know whose Tahoe it is, but
The one that when I first walked up, y'all were standing at.
who's the guy with the cowboy hat on over
I
there?
think that's a patrol officer. I think the storm they were talking about coming in, maybe coming in.
I bet if I hit the logs on that truck, it would scare the shit out of me. Because you know that tailgate goes when you hit that log.
Are there officers on the Charlie side of this building?
It was earlier.
Zebra 312, not to my knowledge. There were no windows or doors on the Charlie side according to patrol officers.
There is not. I've been back there.
We need to keep containment on the building. We need somebody on the Charlie side, probably on the other side of the large ditch in the field.
I don't think he can come out and come through. So he just walking around taking advantage of
Zebra 316 to Zebra 22.
drinking stuff. And
210. And my personnel here thinks it'd be a better fit for them if we move behind vehicle 413 for a clearer backdrop and better containment, so we don't have crossfire issues if we were to book straight out from the front. 13's going to be directly in front, it's going to be between pumps and floor.
Well, I don't think if he comes out, I think he will come outside there and put what I think.
That's why I came in on this side.
That's my opinion.
I was going to keep him from getting the
That's
field.
what I'm saying. I think there's more cars to the front than there is to the side.
Well, I'm pretty sure I got all my takedown lights on. I was trying to get them turned on without hitting people. But I've been in that field to the south, and it's really swampy back there.
Oh yeah, because it used to be an old, like an old farm, like a row crop farm.
Yeah.
Or what? This one was too. They had this one that they used to have the one. Or is this?
Hey,
I think it's this one. Used to be a row crop farm right here.
Barney.
Hey, I think we're going to move this EAT that's to your left back. And we're just going to be containment. We can let you guys take anything that comes out that big.
And Martin, there, just be advised, I lose line of sight behind this black truck. I guess the concern was is that if you walk straight out and get behind that truck, we won't really have any options available to us, except for, I guess, y'all who will be further back.
If you want, you can move your Tahoe, or we can keep a couple here for containment, but you are the AT and you will make contact.
We're good with that. Do you want to just leave a couple? We were already planning on being the EAT in contact if he comes this way. We just want to have options and line of sight on him if he gets behind that black truck and tries to use it as cover against us.
Guys, you want to take 317 and drive it forward and put it up against that door? He won't be coming out then.
No. But there's a car right in front of the door. There's a car right in front of you.
Who's going to move behind vehicle 413 in the center for better backdrop and
I was just lined up perfect where I can't see the car.
He's turned all the lights out.
0316 to T10, lights on the interior are now off.
He's turning the lights out.
I'm clear. We have live feed camera from the owner's phone. Looks like he's back there messing with the breakers. If we had someone patrol out here, can you kill our backdrop lights, please?
That'd be you, guy over there. Headlights off.
Zebra 420 CP.
Go ahead.
What's up, guys? How are y'all?
Do you have anybody sent into the Charlie side?
Killing our stats.
Can't get out there and write those
Moving an
tickets.
element for containment to the David side.
I've got 3 extra officers over here on Baker that I can move to Charlie if you want it. David 313, I'm getting
Mark, is your car unlocked?
Charlie, I'll move my Tahoe back. Y'all want lights shining on Charlie, David?
Mark, is your car unlocked? I didn't know if they wanted us to turn the lights off on this side too.
Yeah, go ahead and light it up since it's dark back there wide. I don't see a need to really have a whole lot of officers tied up back there on that Charlie side. There's no really avenue for him to
Not
speak
unless he
that way.
kicks through the door or through the wall.
But there's a 20-foot drop straight to the left.
Yeah, and then
He's going to have to push this way, which we have people over here.
then it's really swampy in that field
Charlie
too.
and the
And back
Charlie
there,
David,
driver too.
we should be all right.
Zebra 313, I'm on the service road. I've got David side lit up. I've also got light shining on the Charlie. It's a heavily wooded drop-off area. I'm going to maintain on the service road at the Tahoe unless y'all see fit otherwise.
Well, I can't see what you can see. We need to put somebody somebody back there on the Charlie side or not?
We're going to push 2 to the Charlie side behind the brush line. Just in case he breaks that brush line, we're not going to be able to get him. So we'll have somebody on that containment side.
Got a K9?
Yeah, they should.
I'm clear.
Clear on the CP. Yeah, Fox, I'm going to be good with that. I'll have David. I also have a 40 over here with me in case he breaks free. I'm not going to let him hit the freeway.
Wyatt, who else is with you on the Charlie David side?
It's just me. Charlie 2 trouble mark with you right now.
Wyatt, you got a couple more coming to you.
Understood.
316-313. Just for your information, our right lateral limit for Mark Edley is going to be the actual Adam Baker, or correction, Adam David corner for your no bound.
Understood. If you can see my spotlights, I'm going to be hanging out behind my Tahoe.
Roger. Let me know when you have your element set.
Oh, you got the keys.
0316.
I need it unlocked?
Hey, do you want those lights on the side off? They were asking for the side light.
It's probably you get the light out of their eyes.
Yeah, he killed power from the inside. We lost the camera feed.
Don't lose them.
Roger.
313, Charlie David is set. Myself and 3 Patrol.
CP is clear. Now that David is set, can we move to our alternate point?
Yeah, you're clear to move.
Alright, 10-4.
Killing lights.
No, I gave them my keys because they wanted to turn my, I didn't realize my side lights were on. Because I have my light bar on. When you put it in park, you'll remember all the lights come on.
I remember that, yeah, when I had one before. Apparently he just killed their live feed.
Sorry about that. They kind of ran me out of there.
We couldn't figure out who it was. Then I saw Fulton in the ocean. I was like, oh, that's who it is. It was blinding them. They were doing this.
Well, they should have fucking said something. I mean, you know, that's all they gotta do. I don't know who the guy was over there. He was barking orders around at first, and it was all crazy. And I was like, look, dude, I'm just gonna kind of push people out of the driveway and
Let's
then
clear this out first.
Yeah, because you know,
CP to Crown Center, you monitor.
you handle that. I'm gonna go over here and do traffic.
I'm gonna go write tickets.
Hey, we've lost
Don't let me get shot in the back.
Do you have maybe a cell phone number for this guy?
But
Yeah, we were on the phone.
Yeah, that's the same guy.
I pulled up on that side because I didn't want him to break containment, get out that door, and get it behind. Because I know what's back there. It's not pretty.
No, he's gonna have a fun time.
This Baker side element's going to move this F-150 into a little better positioning. Keep 3 guys here, but we're going to move this truck to a better position since y'all move the AET.
It's running, but okay.
I don't know if that's community.
No. Huh?
Does it have to be in it?
Yeah, there's a key in it. It's running.
Well, the charger you have to fob. You do.
Oh.
I use that. Do you have that lock on the steering wheel? No.
No.
Oh.
No, man. It's just it's like a Crown version of a truck, or Crown Victoria version of a truck. Only what Ford has to give you. And minus a few things at that. But I'm not bitching. I want my seat back where y'all found it too. I think they might want these lights off on this side. The top row of lights controls the side lights and the front lights.
Charlie, Baker corner. Down in the ditch, I got 3 officers directly to your left.
God dang, man.
Containment. Oh, clear.
I wonder if Lieutenant Fenter's out here and if he's made notifications yet.
I don't know. I figured by now there's a little swap down here, at least on the road.
You put it on signal for me.
Alright, I'm going back to the car.
Are they all better now?
Yeah.
We got it.
Did you change their Huggies while you were over there?
Well, see, there's just no wind. You know, 5 houses popping off fireworks. You couldn't see where they were coming from because it just looked like that right there.
Kind of muggy out here. I thought it's
Like
temperature.
I said, there's no wind. It's just still.
Yeah.
I mean, look how that smoke's not even dissipate. And that's like the fireworks tonight. You drive down the street when they're saying there's fireworks, and it's like all the way down the street.
Yeah.
It's like, which house? And it sounds like a war zone now when you hear them. And here in about 2 hours, it'll really sound like a war zone.
I was really hoping that this will be over by then and I can put my vehicle under cover.
Yeah.
Rising 120. CP. We're set. I have one patrol with me. We have a shield right here at this concrete hill on the David side. Careful.
We're still thinking he's got a pistol, but this would be a pretty good shot if he gets one off and gets us this far away. He'll be totally lucky.
Fine, if he decides to come out the front door and head your way, the only thing between you and him is terrain. So. Understood. DAG, just so you're aware, we're going to be on the other side of 399, Tom Tahoe. We are down in the ditch, so if it goes badly, we will duck.
Well, he turned off all the lights inside.
So y'all did?
So that made our lights backlight us where you could see us. I'll let you finish smoking that before we walk over by the gas pumps. Oh, you're good. Oh, okay.
There's Chucky right there.
How are you? All right? Yeah. So far.
What did he tell you?
Where's your truck at?
It's the Tundra over
The
there.
Tundra.
The
Okay.
black one. Did y'all just want to keep them together for now, or y'all want to talk to him?
Just get their statements and their info. I got that. Okay. Any intel they have that can help us figure out what's going on?
She said she never
why?
seen the dog before. And she's been here several years. She does a good job of keeping track of who's trouble, who's not.
Any statements that he made, any threats that he made, any witness to an offense that may have been committed?
I asked her that. She said that's all.
Interior TV just clicked on. I'm not sure that ran out of whatever battery.
Hang back.
Yeah, just hang on. Can that sandwich though?
I got back in the refrigerator. Back in the office.
He's a treasure trove of information.
That's so she is like that. So I locked the door. 5 minutes later, so he locked the door.
I need y'all to scoot back at least behind the yield sign. Please. The yield sign right there. Go back behind it.
I'm on a public road, man.
Sir, it is not open to the public right now. We have a situation.
Where's your crime scene tape?
Sir,
Don't walk up on me. Don't
you
put
need
your
to go
hands
back
on me.
here.
I'm not doing it. What's the
You need to go
law?
back here.
What's the law?
The law is you need to move back.
That's not a lawful order.
Yes, it is.
Name the law that backs up the order.
Sir,
Get out of my face,
you're
man.
interfering.
I'm not interfering.
Yes,
Interference
you
is a
are.
physical act. Learn the law.
Put your camera down.
No, I'm not putting my camera down. I'm a journalist. This is the First Amendment. You're going to violate my rights, and you're going to get sued,
You
man.
need to back up behind
You
the
need to
yield
get out of my
sign.
face, man.
You need to back
I'm
up.
on a public easement. How come you're not harassing anybody else?
Because they're behind the yield sign.
That's why.
What the hell does the yield? The yield sign's
The
been
yield
there
sign
30
right
years.
there.
That's not a magic yield sign. Get out of my face, man. That's what I
Sir,
thought.
are y'all going to make this a lot harder than it has to be?
You made it harder.
Look, we just came to show that y'all doing a good
We're
job.
in the news, man.
That's it.
And we ask y'all to back up.
Put up
You
crime
asked.
Y'all
tape if
refuse.
you don't like it up.
Exactly.
You don't
Just
like
go
refuse.
back. Yes.
Okay,
You asked.
Get up
Okay.
You asked. We refuse. Please
You're gonna end
respect
up with
your
a
badge.
USC
I am respecting my
Please
badge.
respect your badge.
Sir,
You asked us and we
can you
declined.
Can you please go behind the yield sign?
Don't
Can you
make
please go
it-
behind the yield sign? It's a lawful order.
No,
I'm
it's not,
directing you
because
to
you
go back.
asked me. You asked me. Remember
your
what you
mouth.
said.
All right.
You asked.
Now I'm telling you, go behind the yield sign.
What law?
That is a direct order from
No,
a police
that's not what
officer.
I'm asking you. What law?
It doesn't matter what law.
Yes,
I'm
it
telling
does.
you,
Do
you
you
need to go.
understand what you're doing? You
You
will
need to go.
lose. You will lose sovereign
Okay,
immunity.
that's fine.
You will. We
That's fine.
came to make sure to show how good of a
Sir,
job y'all doing.
We have an
And
armed
look what you're
standoff
doing.
here, and you need to back up.
It's inside there, bro.
Okay. Well,
Go back over there.
is the
man.
glass going
Go
to
back
stop
over
the
there.
bullets? Is the glass going to stop
Look,
the bullets?
You're still walking up
Is
to me.
the glass? You're not behind the yield sign. Right there. That's all I'm asking. Right there.
Crazy, bro. You keep saying asking. Remember the key words, asking. I'm not armed. Look, I'm not
I
armed.
didn't ask you if you're armed. I told you that you need to
keep
get back.
running. You keep running up on me, bro. I'm not armed. I'm not dangerous. You cannot touch me no more. You done
I am
lost
breaking
Terry
out my
versus
handcuffs.
Ohio.
Are you guys going to leave or not?
You done
You ever heard of
asked.
a
You done
USC
lost Terry
42,
versus Ohio.
1983
Have you ever heard of
civil rights violation?
you ever heard-
If you touch me, you're going to get sued and you're going to lose your job.
will lose
I'm a
your
journalist.
qualified
This is the
immunity,
First
man.
Amendment. This is a
right.
constitutional
I'm telling you-
protected activity. I'm on a public road that my tax dollars pay for.
Are
You need to go back to work. I don't pay you to mess with people for walking down the side of the
Are
road.
you lawfully able to stand in the middle of the road?
I'm not
We're not
standing
in
in
the
the middle of the
middle
road.
of the
You're
road.
trying to push me into the road. Back
Yep.
up.
We're in the public easement, man.
Man, go back to work, man.
I am working.
Well, no, you're not. You're harassing citizens.
I'd really like to go back over here and do what I
Go
need
back
to
to
do.
work, man.
We're not a threat
Go
to you.
back
I
to
just
work.
proved that.
Okay.
So nothing else matters.
I asked y'all to move back.
You keep
now I'm
saying
calling
ask.
Put up crime scene
Okay.
tape. How
You
about
keep
that?
saying ask, man. We have nothing
Do you
to
have
do
some
with
crime
what's
scene
going
tape?
on.
No,
dude.
I'm not a police officer.
Oh, you're a journalist with a camera.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
The First Amendment. You
Nice.
swore an oath to protect my right to do what I'm doing, and now you're trying to violate it.
I'm not violating
Yes,
anything.
you are.
I'm asking you to move back.
Well, I'm telling you no.
Okay, well, I
It's
guess
not a lawful
I guess
order.
we'll just stand here like this.
Well, that's
then.
fine then. We'll stand here like this.
Works for
At
me.
least you realize you're in the wrong now.
I'm not in the
Yes,
wrong.
you are. You are 100% in the wrong.
Look how close he
You
is
guys
to
are
it
really
now.
lucky you're not even going to jail right now for
Good.
interference.
Interference is a physical activity, man. Stop going to the gun range and go to the law library. How about that? You guys do not know the law.
Am I going to see you there?
That would be like me getting
I go
a job.
there 2 times
I
a
know
week.
exactly where it's at. It's on Houston and
I go
Commerce
2 times
Street.
a week for
That's
4
the public
hours.
library.
Yeah, no, there's a law library on the 3rd floor, dumbass.
4th. It's on the 4th floor.
On the
Okay.
4th floor.
To the left.
Yeah, we're in there all the
Yeah.
time.
So I'm sure you are.
Yeah, so we know exactly what we're
Get
talking
back to
about.
work, man. We don't pay you to harass citizens, man.
That's crazy. Look, why don't you just go back and show a good job? That's
Yeah,
it.
you guys can't
We're no
stand it,
threat
man.
to y'all, man. You just don't like it because of the way we're
Public
talking.
road.
I
It's
just
a
asked y'all to
public-
move back about
You
50
keep
feet.
saying
That's it.
ask.
Okay.
There's
and I
nothing
told
lawful behind your asking.
Yes, there is.
No, there
What
isn't.
is it?
Name the law.
Person that's inside that building is
It's
armed.
way over
They don't
With a
care.
knife.
Doesn't matter.
With
They
a
don't
knife.
care.
We already know.
How do you know it's a knife?
Because the lady just told me she had a
She
knife.
doesn't know.
It was her daughter that had the knife pulled on her.
Okay,
She
well, he's
knows.
got a gun too.
Got a gun too.
Put up some crime scene
That's
tape, man.
crazy, man, that
We're
y'all
we're
would
like a
come
half a
force
football
y'all
field away
fucking
from that
flex on
store,
us.
What do you
man.
say,
Would
Corporal
y'all
Green?
do the
Should we
channel
go ahead
news
and
stations like this?
hook him up for interference?
Interference is a physical activity, man.
This
We're
is
not
physical.
interfering.
Okay, when you were
Y'all
told to
don't
back
follow
up
the
because
law.
you're
Y'all
in
would
the
lose
middle of a...
That's an
qualified immunity.
unlawful directive.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
You're
We're
acting
on a
outside
public
the cover
road,
of law.
man.
No,
Our tax
you're
dollars- you see
actually...
that street sign right
You're
there?
actually at a public median.
It doesn't matter. It has public utilities all over. You see that light? That's a public utility. That means this is a public easement.
No, I'm way
Go ahead, man.
far
You arrest
from
me,
there.
you're going to have one hell of a lawsuit on your hands, man.
Nobody's
Okay.
telling you you can't record.
Yeah, okay.
And?
Go ahead, man.
You-
I'm a
y'all
journalist.
never
This is the
told me.
First
He just said
Amendment.
hook
You're
him
not
up,
acting
hook
like a
us up
journalist.
for
What's your
the-
That's
credentials?
because you're...
Where are your
My
credentials?
credentials
Yes.
is the Constitution under the
Oh.
First Amendment.
Well, that makes you a
Good
citizen,
Lord.
not a journalist.
Whatever, man.
Good luck with that.
That's the definition of the free press. That means anybody who has a story can tell is considered
Okay.
press.
Well, can you not tell
You
your
guys
story
were-
from 50 more feet away?
No,
Why?
I've backed
Because
up
you don't
from
want
way
to?
over there. How much more?
I'm not breaking the law,
How much more?
man.
Yes,
I'm a
you are.
law-abiding citizen.
I backed up from the corner over there. Y'all pushed me from way over there.
I know because that
We're
was
not
too
anywhere
close.
near this crime scene, man. Y'all do
Yes,
y'all's
right
job.
here. It's still too close.
We are.
Do your job.
Do you really want me to do my
There's
job?
the cones. There's the cones and the flares
That's
right
for,
there.
that's for vehicle
Yeah.
traffic.
Okay, well, we're not too close. We're across the street.
Space that I have to be. It's a safety
You got
issue.
issues, man. You
No,
should just
that's
back
not what I
off,
asked
man.
you.
Get your hand
What
away from
law
your gun and
states
back
that y'all
away.
have a certain amount
My
that
hand's
y'all
not by
can
my
say
gun.
that
It's
we
down
can
by
or
my
cannot
side.
do?
You already pulled your handcuffs out.
Yeah.
Nobody's breaking the law here. Go back to work.
That's all you're doing.
Is
is
your body
breaking the
camera
law.
on?
Yes, it is.
All right, well, you're going to need it.
Do you
Where's your
understand
body
that I
cam?
know
Oh, that's
y'all
right. You have that
policies
one.
and procedure?
Good Lord.
Yes.
What's our policy for crime scene?
Man, I wish you would just
You
leave
have
me
to have
alone,
it
man.
up.
Go back to
I
work.
wish you would just follow
So you're
directives.
saying
I don't
your
follow
word is
unlawful
crime scene
directives.
Well, it's
I'm
not
not breaking the
unlawful.
law.
It's
We're
not
trying to
unlawful.
document what's happening.
All you're doing is making
Our
things
right
worse.
as citizens and journalists to document what's going on.
Okay.
All these police cars here, and y'all don't have any crime scene tape. Put up the crime scene tape. We'll stand behind it. How hard is that?
How hard is it just to go back 50
Because,
more
man,
feet?
we're already 200 yards away from where it's going down.
I didn't realize you had a rangefinder on your camera.
Between
Yeah.
me
Well, I
and the
do.
crime scene, good officers are between us protecting us. Yeah.
The only person that's breaking the law right now is you for harassing us and pushing us around.
I'm not. I haven't laid a finger. I haven't laid a finger on anybody.
Yeah, you have.
I haven't
you
touched
have.
anybody.
Steadily walking back because you're getting that close to me.
We're not bothering. No, we did. We went right there. We were asked to
It's a
back
safety
up.
issue.
I
Because
understand, but
if
don't
something-
we
if
deserve
something-
safety?
Safety is not a
That's what I'm
law,
saying.
man.
If something happens to you, who's responsible?
Y'all-
You ever heard of Castle Rock versus Gonzalez? That means the police have no obligation of public safety. None, zero whatsoever. That's
Hey, crime scene tape.
I don't know the answer to that. I'm gonna look.
Hey, Mert. Do you have crime scene tape? Do you have crime scene tape? Do you have crime scene tape? That seems to be the issue here.
Y'all use public safety as a guise to violate people's rights, man. That's what y'all do.
See, that's sad that you don't know what I'm talking about, man.
This is
And
a
you're a
tyrant
police
right here,
officer
y'all.
throwing stupid stuff out that
I've
has
had
nothing
problems
to do
with him before.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, I know.
And you're lucky you
Y'all
didn't get
know
arrested
what
that
public
day.
property is.
Yes, I do.
No, whatever, man. I didn't talk to 900 lawyers. If you would have arrested me, you would be getting sued right now. But since I didn't lose anything, they don't want to sue you. You came that close.
You're right, and you
Yeah.
came that close too.
Whatever, man. I'd have been out of jail in 3 hours, and then you would have had a federal
You could have
lawsuit.
bonded out, and then you would have had your day in court.
You'd have had a USC 42 1983 civil rights violation, federal lawsuit,
Not
with
really that
Wheeler's
worried about
name
it.
on it. You're pressing your luck on another one too.
Then he should.
All we ask you to do is move back.
Well,
No, you weren't
Follow
standing
lawful
here.
direction by peace
I'm
officer.
standing on public property right now.
No, we're still here.
Where they covered the crime scene tape. Could have done that 20 minutes ago instead of doing all this.
That's what we're doing. Nobody's trampling on your rights.
I don't see why everybody else can sit back there, but you guys can't. That's kind of weird.
Look, just because they brought in the real heroes, the SWAT team, and you guys don't have anything better than to do than to harass people, doesn't give you the right.
Y'all backed me up from way over there in the pole. I've cooperated, sir. That's fine. I have no problems. I have no arguments.
Neither we, as long as you guys.
I understand what you're
what we
saying.
ask.
Your safety is more important than mine. I get it.
Yeah, it's all about officer safety.
Your safety is more important than ours.
What happened
I
a
get
couple of
it.
weeks ago on West Side?
I don't answer questions.
Oh, okay.
We know y'all didn't catch nobody. Y'all
Oh, they
shut down
caught-
the whole motherfucking thing, but didn't catch nobody.
They caught one. He knows what I'm talking about.
That's crazy. Catch one 3 days later. Come on, man.
I honestly don't have a clue what he's talking about, but I'm not answering questions.
It's all over the news what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about.
So look, they ran the crime scene tape, and we've been standing behind it the whole time.
Actually, I didn't tell him where to run it from because I'm going to run it across this way.
Yeah, well, go ahead, man. As of right now, we're behind
Okay,
the line.
I'm sure you got that on video, right?
I do.
We can
We're
file
behind the
complaints
line,
on you,
man.
right? On you. On
Complain.
you.
Complain
We know
away.
how
I
to
didn't
do it.
touch anybody.
It's on video, dude.
Yeah, it's on
Okay.
video.
I was on the side of him when you did it.
No.
That's why there's two of us.
All right, well.
Is your body camera on?
Yes, it is.
All right, we're going to request it.
Awesome.
What's your name and your badge number?
Officer Porter. Sergeant Porter, actually. 2721.
What division are you out of?
Central.
Wow. Central.
He's the one that
Found
trespassed
another
me.
one.
He's the one that trespassed me from the police department instead
Found
of private
another
property.
One of the many that trespassed you from the police department.
Yeah, you're the one
Tell
that
the story
started
right.
it. You're the one that started it.
Oh, okay.
And you guys called security guards for help.
I'm trying to figure out how we can move this back up where it needs to be to keep them back, but I guess we really can't with the roadway being open.
You just put it on that side and then come around.
Nah, he'll be all right. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, and you still did it. You walked up and tried to threaten me.
All right, guys, there's your crime scene tape. I'm done talking to y'all.
Get back to work.
It's all on video.
I know. Before I get mad.
Go ahead. It's all on
Before
video.
you get mad.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
scary.
I get mad.
Before you get mad. What happens if you
back
get
to
mad?
work.
True colors
Something
shine.
bad might
Here they
happen.
go.
Oh,
True
that's
colors shine.
Bad
terrible.
things happen.
This is their
Ooh.
ego. This is their
Ooh.
ego at work.
He
Right
might
now
get
they're
mad.
not acting out inside of the law. Right now they're acting off of ego.
You guys are real tough harassing
Acting out of
journalists.
feelings.
You guys are journalists?
There's no law.
That's laughable.
Just like
Okay,
you're not
so
God.
guys, but really seriously, do me a favor.
You use a
Just,
law.
hey, can y'all be quiet for just a second? I got something serious.
Just shut up.
Your taxes come out of our taxes that you guys take.
I'm not gonna stand here and talk over you. But when the
ask nicely. We even said nicely. We're not bothering you.
when the bullets start flying, I need y'all to at least get on the ground up for us, okay?
You're not. My safety isn't your concern.
Yes, it is.
My sister's
Actually.
safety is kind of getting fucked up because y'all they should be busy doing that shit. That's really making me angry.
Yeah, but we have to come out here and deal with this because they won't get
Yes,
back.
and my mom's right over
to
there.
walk
I
up
was
to
like,
us.
I was gonna see if there's any way
And
y'all
see,
could like
now
walk
they
her
wanna
around to my
turn her
sister.
against
She's
us,
kind
too.
of
That's crazy.
They're still doing a debrief for her.
okay.
So
Were you the one standing over there with her a minute ago?
No, that was someone else.
Oh, he looked like
they're
you.
still debriefing her
Okay.
just to find out.
Okay. Is,
what-
at any point in time, is it okay that she goes over there? Can y'all? I'll stay over here. I just need her.
I think once they get her information and get her debrief that they're going to go ahead and release her
Okay.
because
Well, I mean,
store's
her
probably
truck's-
the store's probably going to be closed for the rest of the night anyway.
Well, I know that.
But once the
She's losing her mind over there. So
no, she's fine. Once
But they actually moved her way
Yeah,
underneath the
I
bridge.
know she's over there.
So-
but,
once they get her debriefed and get her information, then she's probably going to be good to go.
And the same with Charles.
that dude,
Yeah.
he's weird. I don't know him. My mom and my sister know him, but I don't.
Okay.
But yeah,
She'll be good to go after that.
I just hope everything. I mean, my sister's over there wishing that he would just come out so he doesn't have to get right in on. But he's dumbass.
People make their choices, so.
I'm just glad that she got out. She's very lucky.
Couldn't actually put the crime scene tape where I wanted to, so.
It's alright. It's close enough.
Well, yeah. It's better than them being up in the street like they were when we started all this. So. Yeah, the one, the taller one's the one that came up on the parking lot a month ago.
I've seen the video.
Pretty sure he got arrested on West Side a couple weeks ago.
Probably did.
That's what I heard for interference. ZT hooked him up.
Bad things might happen if he gets angry. Scary. I'm doing that.
I would have already left and went back into service, but they're using my truck as a shield. Well, they were giving the officer crap, and I'm like, well, I can't leave him hanging over there by himself. So I knew they'd draw me into it. But I was just trying to get him to move back. So I just started crowding him a little bit.
Mission accomplished.
The dude was